O'Rourke will be staged here tomorrow for Election Day. There's going to be a big watch party happening just across the street from where we are at the Southwest University Park baseball stadium here in El Paso, where they'll be watching the returns coming in. And then similarly, Senator Ted Cruz will be holding his watch party event over in Houston. And speaking of Houston, it is all about early campaigning and last-minute campaigning here. Live pictures now coming to us from Houston at the House of Blues, where Congressman Beto O'Rourke is holding a campaign event there this morning. You know, many pundits have suggested the outcome of this race could be a close one, considering that is highly unusual here in deep red Texas. But I recently sat down with Senator Cruz, and he had this explanation for why he thought his Democratic challenger, Congressman O'Rourke, has gotten so much traction in this race. Listen.
There's a reason Beto is the #1 Democratic fundraiser, because if you're a crazed left-wing activist, you've got this guy in Texas running like Elizabeth Warren and pledging to go after and impeach Trump. That in this polarized time, that draws in millions of dollars.
I'm focused on all of us in Texas doing big things, being ambitious, driven not by our fears and who we're supposed to be scared of, which is not helpful in this environment, but what we want to achieve and how we can work together.
Healthcare, immigration, and the economy remain the top 3 issues Texans have identified as being most important to them heading to the polls tomorrow. Sandra.
Casey, early voter turnout in Texas, what have we seen?
Well, early voting turnout was huge. Texas does not release numbers like Democrat and Republican party numbers in terms of early voting, so we don't have that for you. But I can say that more than 15.6 million people were registered to vote in Texas for this election cycle. That's up 11% from the last midterms, and that is according to the Texas Secretary of State's office, where numbers also show that nearly 5 million people voted early, which concluded last Friday. For context, that is more than early voters for the 2014 midterms, more than the 2012 presidential election, and just about 20,000 early voters shy of the 2016 presidential election. So once again, this shows excitement in the air. It shows that voters are engaged and that a lot of people came out to vote early, and the polls are expected to be jammed tomorrow here across Texas, Sandra.